1, 2, 3, action.
Hello everyone, I'm Nakaung Hajara. Today at Kampala International University, we interacted with some of the students and we discovered that the onus of feeding lies on oneself, whereby some miss meals and others just take water since it's what they can afford.
MC Frank, a second-year student of journalism, commutes from Machinde to Kampala International University. He is given 10,000 shillings to cater for his daily expenses of lunch, transport, and buying notes. Half of this money, he spends it on transport, rendering him incapable of catering for other expenses, especially lunch.
Our feeding is not good. Like, let me say it's good, but then it's student-centered. Whereby you as a student, as a campuser, you should take much responsibility about your feeding. It's you who knows what to eat and actually it's all about your pocket.
A plate of food costs between 3,000 to 8,000 shillings, which he can't afford. He now resorts to water and donuts for survival.
We buy our own food. Yes. And it's something that is hard because at times we can't study without eating.
Quite not fair to some students, being that they're not working, they're just students, just schooling.
Snacks like bagias, nuts are an alternative at lunch.
KIU is more into junk foods than the real food. So I believe that can be handled or changed.
The students now want the university to devise means of providing cheap lunch for their survival.
If it could be possible, and they get this tuition, they calculate feeding, or they add on some money for feeding.
They should decrease on the tuition that we pay, such that n'abazadde bafune sente zibasobola batwe ku kasente akaweeraweerako tufune akasente katubeeremu tusobole okulyako obulungi, but nowadays things are tough.
To help us and reduce on the prices of food, Enjala etuluma.
We tried getting someone from the administration to talk about this issue, but our efforts were not successful. Government has occasionally supported good feeding of pupils and students while at school.
We all know that feeding is important for the health of our children and how poor running, absenteeism, and school dropout is partly caused by hunger in schools.
Behind me are some of the KIU restaurants where students get their meals from when they have money in their pockets. As you have heard in the students' views, that the university has to provide for meals for students. I remain as Kansime Evelyn, KIU, Mass Communication class.